On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Santos with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll throw from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up
at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We got 4. 90 is a mic. 31.
Throwing again is Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To the air yet again, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And this one will be brought back to the 22. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
2. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Taylor, the ball. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep. And
he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
The kick is good.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be how many game-changing.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time,
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On second down, it's Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And his throw here is incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off near the 29, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
To go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off at the 46.
Intercepted by the Bengals.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Texans 7.
Second and 11. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Loss of 4 yards.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. First and 10, Taylor down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
On the play.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
The 21-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Number 81.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46.
46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he...
wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. As the first half is winding down. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
$14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. Operating from the gun, Watson steps away to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check, cross, check 24, check 24. 54.
The final shot before the break. Watson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Santos lining up for the extra point.
Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is. And this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and is coming into the game. So you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
At their own 18-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. From the gun, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, 20, 10.
Yeah, baby. We
and he will bring it back. It's a pick. Six for a Bengals TD. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
First throw now for the backup Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
That's good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Carr. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Makes the score.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, space to maneuver at the 40. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And finally marked down at the 23. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Operating from the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you get the first down against our defense by that decision.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And a Bengal first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Zach Cunningham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Taylor. Finding room inside the 40. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing again. Watson. Being chased out left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
On the keeper.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at
no gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
leads to 2nd.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Draymond Jones with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try.
For the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. There's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, They've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
At the 23-yard line.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? And the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy game.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. On 1st down, Watson. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Watson now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?